Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built by the habits we repeat every day. Let's explore how to create a powerful daily routine that drives results. Success is not a single grand event. It does not arrive like a lightning strike. Instead, success is the quiet result of small, consistent actions repeated day after day. These actions are your habits. They are the invisible architects of your existence. Your habits quietly shape who you are becoming with every sunrise. They determine how you think. They determine how you feel. They determine how you approach your work. Good habits are the foundation for steady, meaningful growth. They build your future one small choice at a time. Bad habits, on the other hand, can hold you back. They create invisible chains that limit your potential and keep you stuck. The choice between them is the most important one you will ever make. Think of your habits as individual bricks. A single brick may seem insignificant and small. It does not look like much on its own. You might not even notice its presence. One brick, then another and another. Over time, those bricks form a wall, a foundation, and eventually a fortress. A single day of making a good choice might not feel like it changes anything. You will not see an immediate transformation, but a year of making that same good choice, consistently and without fail, can utterly reshape your life. This is the profound, understated power of daily habits. Your life today is a direct reflection of your habits from the past. The health you enjoy, the knowledge you possess, the relationships you nurture. This can be a difficult truth to accept, especially if you are not happy with your current circumstances. However, it is also incredibly empowering. It means that the future is not set in stone. Your future is a blank canvas, and your habits are the brushstrokes you will use to paint it. By consciously choosing and cultivating better habits today, you are actively designing a better future for yourself. You are taking control of the process of becoming. The journey to building better habits begins with this simple understanding. It is not about making a dramatic, life-altering change overnight. It is not about finding a secret formula or a magic pill for success. It is about embracing the power of small, incremental improvements. It is about focusing on the process, not just the outcome. Each small act, each positive choice is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Over time, these votes accumulate. They build evidence. And eventually, you do not just have new habits, you have a new identity. You become the person who consistently shows up day in and day out. Why do habits hold such immense power over our lives? The answer lies in their ability to save our most precious resource, mental energy. Our brains are constantly looking for ways to conserve effort. When you do something for the first time, it requires intense focus and concentration. Your brain is working hard to figure out the process. But as you repeat that action over and over, your brain begins to automate it. The neural pathways associated with that action become stronger and more efficient. The action transitions from a conscious effort to an unconscious automatic behavior. This is the essence of a habit. This process of automaticity is a biological gift. It frees up your conscious mind to focus on more complex and novel challenges. Imagine if you had to consciously think through every single step of tying your shoes, driving your car. You would be mentally exhausted before you even started your workday. Habits delegate these routine tasks to the non-conscious parts of your brain. This allows your prefrontal cortex, the center for decision-making and willpower, to tackle bigger problems. This is why successful people are not necessarily more disciplined. They are simply better at building systems and habits that support their goals without draining their daily energy reserves. Your identity is not something you are born with. It is something you build, and the building blocks of your identity are your habits. If you make it a habit to write a few sentences each morning, you are not just writing, you are becoming a writer. If you make it a habit to take a walk during your lunch break, you are not just walking, you are becoming an active person. Each time you perform a habit, you reinforce a specific identity. The more you reinforce it, the more it becomes a natural part of who you are. You are the sum of your habits, and your habits are the path to becoming the person you want to be. This is why focusing on your systems is far more effective than focusing only on your goals. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. A goal to lose 20 pounds is a one-time objective. A system of eating a healthy breakfast, walking for 15 minutes every day is a repeatable process. When you fall in love with the process, the results take care of themselves. Habits transform your aspirations into your reality. They make your desired future an inevitable outcome of your daily actions, running on the powerful and efficient engine of automaticity. In a world that celebrates overnight success and viral sensations, the idea of slow, incremental progress can feel underwhelming. We are often tempted to make massive, heroic changes. We vow to go to the gym for 2 hours every day. We vow to completely overhaul our diet. We vow to write an entire chapter of a book in one sitting. This all-or-nothing approach is fueled by a temporary burst of motivation. However, it is almost always unsustainable. These giant leaps often lead to burnout. These giant leaps create frustration. These giant leaps cause a quick return to old patterns. The initial excitement fades. The sheer effort required becomes overwhelming to maintain. The alternative is the path of the small step. This approach is far more powerful and sustainable in the long run. Instead of trying to do everything at once, focus on a tiny, almost trivial improvement. If you want to start exercising, don't commit to a punishing workout. Commit to doing 5 push-ups. If you want to read more, don't try to finish a book in a week. Commit to reading 1 page. Make the action so easy and small that it's virtually impossible to say no. This bypasses the need for massive willpower and makes it easy to get started. This concept is often called the 2-minute rule. When starting a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. This isn't the final goal, it's the starting point. The purpose is to master the art of showing up. A new habit should not feel like a challenge, it should feel manageable. People often use the words habit and discipline interchangeably, but they represent 2 very different approaches to getting things done. Discipline is your willpower. It is the conscious, forceful effort you exert to make yourself do something difficult or unpleasant. Think of it as pushing a heavy boulder up a steep hill. It requires immense strength, focus, energy. Discipline is incredibly useful for short-term challenges. It can help you power through a tough project deadline or resist a tempting dessert. However, willpower is a finite resource. It is like a muscle that gets tired with overuse. You cannot rely on it to carry you through every single day. Habits, in contrast, are not about brute force. They are about smart design. A habit is an action you have performed so many times it becomes automatic. It no longer requires much willpower to execute. Instead of pushing the boulder up the hill, a habit builds a smooth, paved road so the boulder can roll on its own. Habits run on autopilot. They are triggered by specific cues in your environment. They follow a predetermined script. This is why you can brush your teeth, make your morning coffee without giving it much thought. At the core of every habit, whether good or bad, is a simple neurological process known as the habit loop. Understanding this 3-part framework is the key to both building new habits and breaking old ones. The process was famously detailed by researchers at MIT and consists of 3 distinct stages: the cue, the routine, and the reward. This loop is constantly running in the background of our lives, driving our automatic behaviors. By learning to identify and manipulate the components of this loop, you can gain conscious control over your unconscious actions and intentionally design the habits you want. The first part of the loop is the cue. The cue is the trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode and which habit to use. It is a signal that a particular reward is nearby. Cues can come in many forms: a specific time of day, a particular location, a preceding event, an emotional state, the presence of other people. For example, the notification sound on your phone is a cue to check social media. The sight of your coffee maker in the morning is a cue to start brewing coffee. The second part of the loop is the routine. This is the behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. It can be physical, like walking to the break room; mental, like worrying about a future event; or emotional, like a sudden feeling of optimism. This is the part of the habit that we are most aware of and that we typically try to change. For the person who gets a notification, the routine is picking up the phone and opening an app. For the person who sees the coffee maker, the routine is the sequence of actions involved in making and drinking a cup of coffee. The routine is the habit in action. The final and most crucial part of the loop is the reward. The reward is the positive reinforcement that tells your brain, hey, this loop is worth remembering for the future. The reward satisfies the craving that the cue initiated. For the social media habit, the reward might be a small hit of social connection or a distraction from boredom. For the coffee habit, the reward is the jolt of caffeine and the warm, comforting taste. When your brain links the routine with this positive reward, the connection is strengthened. The more you repeat this cue routine reward loop, the more automatic the behavior becomes until it is a deeply ingrained habit. Building a new habit does not have to be complicated or overwhelming. Follow a simple, systematic approach to intentionally install behaviors. This 6-step blueprint makes it manageable and works with your brain. Step 1. Pick one small habit. Don't try to change too much too soon. Your willpower is limited. Focus on one target. Make it incredibly small. So easy you can't say no. If you want to start a journaling habit, don't commit to writing 3 pages. Commit to writing 1 sentence. If you want to start meditating, commit to 1 minute of sitting in silence. Small, consistent wins build momentum and self-belief. Step 2. Tie it to a clear cue. A habit needs a trigger. Anchor it to your routine. This is habit stacking. After current habit, I will new habit. After I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I brush my teeth at night, I will read 1 page. Use your existing habits to your advantage. Step 3. Make the habit easy. Reduce friction. Prepare your environment in advance. Lay out your running shoes, shorts, and shirt the night before. Fill a water bottle and place it on your desk. The fewer steps between you and the behavior, the more likely you'll follow through, especially on days when you lack motivation. Step 4. Ensure a clear and immediate reward. Your brain needs to know the routine was worthwhile. The reward closes the habit loop. It must be immediate. Long-term benefits are often too delayed to motivate in the moment. Find a small, healthy way to celebrate your win. After 1-minute meditation, listen to a favorite song. Immediate positive feedback trains your brain to crave the routine. Step 5. Track your progress visibly. Do not underestimate the power of tracking. Put a big X on each day you succeed. As the chain of X's grows, you won't want to break it. Tracking holds you accountable and reinforces commitment. It provides tangible proof that small efforts add up over time. Step 6. Scale up, but only slowly. When your tiny habit feels automatic, slowly increase difficulty. Expand on the 2-minute rule. Turn 1 minute of meditation into 3 minutes. Turn 1 page of reading into 5 pages. Make the increase tiny so it still feels manageable. Avoid doubling or tripling your effort overnight. A gradual, patient approach keeps the habit sustainable. Patience is your greatest ally. Even with the best intentions and a perfect plan, you will inevitably encounter roadblocks on your journey to building better habits. Life is unpredictable. Some days will be chaotic. You will feel unmotivated. You will simply forget. This is normal and expected. The key to long-term success is not to avoid these roadblocks entirely, but to have a plan for how to navigate them when they appear. Anticipating these challenges and having a strategy in place will prevent a small slip-up from turning into a complete abandonment of your new habit. Your resilience, not your perfection, is what matters most. Roadblock. I simply forgot to do it. This is one of the most common hurdles, especially in the early days of forming a new habit. The cue you chose may not be strong enough. It may get lost in the noise of a busy day. The fix. Make your cue impossible to ignore. Use technology, set a daily alarm, or add a calendar notification on your phone. Better yet, manipulate your physical environment. Place your vitamin bottle next to your cereal box after breakfast. The more visible and obvious your cue, the less likely you are to forget the routine that follows. Roadblock. I just don't have enough time. This is often a rationalization, not a reality. It's rarely about genuine lack of time and more about the habit feeling too big on a given day. The fix. Shrink the habit. Your rule. Never miss twice. If you miss one day, prioritize getting back on track the next. When overwhelmed, don't skip. Scale the habit down. If no time for a 20-minute workout, do 1 minute of jumping jacks. If no time to read a chapter, read a single paragraph. Maintain momentum and reinforce identity. 2 minutes is better than zero. Roadblock. I'm starting to lose interest and feel bored. Novelty excites. Routines can become monotonous. When the habit loses its shine, motivation wanes, and quitting tempts you. The fix: inject novelty and enjoyment back into the routine. Try a new route. Create a new playlist. Listen to an engaging podcast. Use temptation bundling. Pair the habit with something you want. Example: watch your favorite show only while on the stationary bike. Roadblock. I missed a day, so I've failed. Many people have an all-or-nothing mindset. They think one miss breaks the streak and ruins progress, so they give up. This belief is destructive and false. The fix: practice self-compassion and reframe your perspective. A single slip-up doesn't define your journey. A healthy lifestyle is built on consistency, not perfection. Successful people get back on track quickly. One missed workout doesn't make you lazy. One unhealthy meal doesn't ruin your diet. Forgive yourself, remember your why, and start again tomorrow. The idea of implementing a full daily routine can feel overwhelming. The key is to start with a small, manageable foundation that you can build upon over time. This sample routine is designed to take just 11 minutes and can serve as a powerful anchor for your day. It combines simple habits that promote physical well-being, mental clarity, a positive mindset. This is not a rigid prescription, but a flexible template. Feel free to adapt it to fit your own life and priorities. The goal is to create a short, consistent sequence of actions that sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. Morning foundation, 7 minutes. This short sequence is designed to be completed shortly after you wake up, ideally before you check your phone or get swept up in the demands of the day. Hydrate, 1 minute. As soon as you get out of bed, drink a full glass of water. Your body is naturally dehydrated after a night of sleep. Rehydrating first thing helps to wake up your metabolism and your mind. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside to make this effortless. Move, 3 minutes. Do a few minutes of light movement. This is not a workout. The goal is simply to wake up your body. You could do some simple stretches, a few yoga poses like cat-cow and downward dog, or even just some jumping jacks. This gentle activity increases blood flow and shakes off morning grogginess. Gratitude, 3 minutes. Sit in a quiet spot with a notebook or journal. Quickly write down 3 specific things you are grateful for. This simple practice has been shown to shift your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. It primes your brain to notice the positive throughout your day, reducing stress and increasing feelings of well-being. Evening foundation, 4 minutes. This brief routine helps you transition away from the stress of the day and prepare your mind and body for restful sleep, which is crucial for solidifying your learning and habits. Plan, 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to look at your calendar for the next day. Identify your one most important task. Writing it down before you go to sleep outsources the planning from your brain, allowing you to relax instead of ruminating on your to-do list. This simple act creates clarity and reduces next day anxiety. Reflect, 2 minutes. Before you turn out the lights, take a moment to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, what was one small win I had today? Acknowledging your progress, no matter how minor, reinforces your efforts and builds confidence. It ends your day on a positive note, celebrating the small steps you have taken toward becoming the person you want to be. This 11-minute routine is a powerful example of how small, stacked habits can have a significant impact. It costs very little in terms of time and energy, but it pays huge dividends in focus, mood, and momentum. It is a daily investment in yourself. By starting your day with intention and ending it with reflection, you create a framework for continuous growth. This is not about adding more to your plate. It is about establishing a foundation that makes everything else you do feel easier and more focused. Use this as your starting block and then slowly add to it as you gain confidence and consistency. The most powerful force in the universe of self-improvement is not talent, luck, intensity. It is consistency, the quiet, unglamorous act of showing up, putting in the reps day after day, week after week. This is compounding. Money earns interest, interest earns its own interest. Your habits build on each other. Each small effort is a deposit into your personal growth account. At first, the gains are almost imperceptible. Over time, the cumulative effect becomes transformative. Years of habits look like sudden breakthroughs, but they're thousands of consistent choices. Think about a stonecutter hammering at a large rock. 99 blows, nothing visible. The rock looks unchanged. An observer might call it futile. On the 100th blow, the rock splits. It wasn't just that final blow. It was every blow before it. Your daily habits are those blows. Each routine adds pressure. You may not see the crack, but you create the conditions for a breakthrough. This compounding effect works in both positive and negative directions. Small, poor choices compound too. One unhealthy meal won't matter. Daily poor food choices over years will. 5 minutes of procrastination a day seems harmless. Over a career, it's weeks of lost productivity. Habits compound for or against you. Mindfulness about daily actions matters. The trajectory of your life is the slope of your habits. Shift focus from short-term results to long-term trajectory. Don't fixate on where you'll be in a week or a month. Cast a vote for your desired identity today. Did you complete your habit? If yes, you're on the right path. The goal isn't perfect. Win more days than you lose. Each habit strengthens neural pathways and your identity. You build momentum. Momentum carries you forward with less effort. Embrace the slow, steady march of consistency. It's the secret ingredient to achieving anything worthwhile. Your habits are the bridge that connects your current reality to your future aspirations. They are the practical, actionable steps that transform a distant goal into a daily practice. Without them, your goals are just wishes, floating without an anchor. With them, your goals become an inevitable destination. Every choice you make, every action you take is a brushstroke on the canvas of your future. The person you will be in 5 or 10 years is being forged in the small, seemingly insignificant moments of today. Your future self is watching you, hoping you will make the small, wise choices that will give them a better life. Mastering your habits is about more than just productivity or success. It is about taking conscious control of your own development. It is about deciding who you want to be, then systematically building the identity of that person, one action at a time. A calm and focused mind is not something you are born with. It is the result of habits like meditation, managing distractions. A healthy body is the result of habits like daily movement, mindful eating. A life of learning and wisdom is the result of a habit of daily reading. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your character. The journey starts now, not tomorrow, not next week, not on New Year's Day. The power to change is always in the present moment. The longer you wait to begin, the more the power of negative compounding works against you. The sooner you start, the more time the magic of positive compounding has to work in your favor. Do not be intimidated by the size of your ultimate goal. The only thing that matters right now is taking the next single step. Focus on winning this one day, then wake up tomorrow and do it again. This is your call to action. Do not just read these words and feel a fleeting moment of inspiration. Turn that inspiration into immediate action. The gap between knowing and doing is where most dreams die. Choose one small, tiny habit that you can start right now, in this very moment. Make it so easy it feels ridiculous. Tie it to a clear cue. Do it, and then give yourself a moment to feel a sense of accomplishment. You have just cast a vote for your future self. You have just laid the first brick. Keep laying them one by one, day by day. Master your habits, and you will, without a doubt, master your future. Your habits define your direction. What's one small habit that's changed your life, or one you want to start today? Share it below and inspire someone else to take action. Master your mindset. Build better habits. Subscribe to Genius Achievers for powerful lessons on success, discipline, and personal growth. Thank you for watching. If you're ready to take control of your habits, like, subscribe, and start building your success routine today with Genius Achievers.